Hello, everybody, and welcome to Darren Augustus Plays Kentucky Route Zero. So, this is a game that I haven't played in a very, very long time. I mean, this game came out, I believe, in I think 2012 or 2013. From what I saw on Steam the last time I played it was December the 13th, 2013. So, it's been a long time. But the game is kind of I wouldn't say it's special or anything to me, but it does have a lot of significance to me because it's one of the first games that I ever bought for my PC. I think the very first game I bought was Civ 5, and I believe this is the actual second game that I ever bought for a PC or anything like that on my very first laptop. I've had three or four since then, but it's one of I'm pretty sure it's the second game that I ever bought. And it was before I even knew anything about YouTube or anything about being online in general. I think the first time I saw anything about Kentucky Route Zero, it was on a website called Giant Bomb. I'm pretty sure they still exist, but they do game reviews. They're kind of like a wiki to a certain degree as well. They deal with because I think they also have Comic Vine and a couple other things on there too as well. But that was the first time I actually heard about Kentucky Route Zero. It's a very weird game, a very surreal game. As you can see, I played it, but it was a very long time ago, like I said, so I don't remember much about it. I do remember it being very strange and very weird and very surreal. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe there was a lot of undertones about, death and things like that. So it's just a very strange game. So I saw recently here that the last episode is actually finna come out again. Game came out in 2012 or 2013, and now it's finally finna come out. I think it comes out next week or the week after. So, and I just recently finished up Fear and Hunger, so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and try this out. So, yeah, that's Kentucky Route Zero. So again, it's been a long time. I don't remember a whole lot about it, other than it being extraordinarily weird, but it is what it is. So, if you're ready, let's jump into it. And to this day, I still cannot pronounce that shit. I think it's Equus oil or Equus oil. I don't know. Dos Equis. It feels so weird playing this with a controller. Okay. Not that weird, actually. Dog. The name of every one of my dogs from Dragon Age. An old hound and a straw hat. Both have seen better days. That's rude. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lycett Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. Okay. It also has a very unique art style to it as well. I really like it. Attendant. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something, and spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? Okay, apparently my name is Conway. His name is Homer. Her name is Blue. Just some dog. I don't know his name. It's funny because the one thing I do remember about this game is I always named the dog Blue just because of was that anime? Wolf, Wolf's Rain, I think it was. Yeah. Her name is Blue. Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog like that. Hey, here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Okay. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off the horizon. I've been driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Hey, I understand. You've got to do the job you're paid to do. Maybe get some rest somewhere in there. Maybe have a drink. Then back at it. There's dignity in that rhythm. Boy, if that ain't something in the South. Friendly people in the South. Love to be chit-chatty. How long have you been working here? I've been working here for a number of years. It's pretty okay. You know, I have an advanced degree and a few publications. It's pretty okay here. Listen, you and Blue would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of, well, to get there, you've got to take the Zero. The Zero is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. Too damn quiet here. The basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark. Okay. Blue, what are your thoughts on this? Oh, okay. Same old, same old. Alright. Okay. Basement. Love that art style. Beautiful art style. And this is a very weird basement. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. Sign. These are the rules. 1. No open flames near the gasoline. 2. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. 3. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backwards from 5. 4. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Okay. Do I have to cut my light off? Wait, I seriously have to cut my light off? Basement people. Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps cover the tabletop. Jesus, can't read today. It's early. Conway clears his throat. Have y'all seen a breaker box down here? Oh, wait, no. Oh, sorry. Didn't know there was anyone down here. Yeah, kind of forgot to mention that. To Bob. Did you hear something? To Emily. No, sorry. I was looking at the rules again. To Bob. It gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. To Ben. So it's your turn now, right? To Bob. Oh yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. You know, I don't remember a whole lot about this game, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this occurs later on in the game. But I won't spoil that for anybody. Yes, I've read the sign. I did not mean to press that. Again, we're playing with a controller. It's kind of a delay. Okay. Game piece. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. And they're gone. Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty, and the surface of the table is bare. Conway places the 20-sided die on the table. I do remember this game being kind of creepy. Also, I thought I wasn't supposed to have an open flame, so... And I can't see. Great. Cool. So now the breaker is on. Alright, let's get on out of here. I also remember it have some very surreal music as well. It's nice. Somewhat peaceful, actually. There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. There were some people down in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark, and especially in the south. So, computer's in the office. You looking for Marquez? She knows her way around these roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is, damn, I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kind of long. Kind of like a short poem. I think one of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. Alright, just don't disappear on me. Computer. Conway taps a key, waking the computer from its reverie. User. Joseph? Password. Wheel slides loose. The stars drop away. I talk and listen to him talking. Let's go with that. Nobody saw the accident. The moon throbs. It's late. The moon throbs. The lights whine. I talk and listen to him talking. The moon throbs. The lights whine. Password accepted. How's it going in there? Figure it all out? Sure you are. Messages, address book, games, exit. Messages. Message 1 is from Donald at hotmk.mail. Message 2 is from accounts at consolidated.mail. Read message 1 because we're jerks and we're just going to go through everything. From Donald. Subject, fragments dim of lovely forms. Joseph, I know it's been a while. I know you're still sore, but there's a whole world in here. We need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp, and we are old and lame. Never mind, I can't remember why I even started writing this. I miss those days in the lab, with you and our dear Lula. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. End of message. Okay. Accounts at consolidated.mail. Subject, account standing, urgent. Dear Ekis or whatever. This is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched you to our low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustained Brownout Select. Jesus. Sincerely, your friends at Consolidated Power. End of message. Gotta love that capitalism. Alright. I can see that happening in a few years. Be like, oh yes, we're going to switch you to the extra special shitty plan now that you don't pay anything, so. But once you pay, we can put you on the slightly shitty plan, so, yeah. Address book. 0, Dogwood Drive, Marquez. 0. Address the 0 is not real. Dogwood Drive. Address Dogwood Drive is not real. Oh, okay. I would find it very hard to believe that there's no place in this country not named Dogwood Drive. The 0, maybe, but Dogwood Drive, come on. Marquez residence. 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see the ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the basement of the mountain there. At the base of the mountain there. Can't miss it. Okay. So we're just not going to talk about that ugly tree that's always on fire. Wonderful. Got it. Out there on Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look. While you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine onto your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago. And now that the power is all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static and public access anyway. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd want it back at home. It's a nice TV. I'm not going to talk about that burning tree by some chance. Okay, fine. Roll with the punches. Sun's gone down. You and Blue better get on that road if you're gonna make your delivery. What's up, Blue? That is an old dog, Lord. Conway scratches behind Blue's right ear. How's it going, Blue? What do you think of this place? It's odd. I never noticed it driving by. How about a treat? Here's some jerky for the gas station attendant. He reminds me a bit of your old man, Ira. I don't know Ira. He's a bit odd, isn't he? As a person that worked night shift for like a decade, I am slightly offended by that, but it's true. I guess a night shift will do that to you. Yeah, I used to always say you have to be a little weird to work on night shift, because, God, it's just weird being on night shift. Well, let's hit the road. Conway has places to go. Conway gets distracted. Alright. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Yeah, I think when I saw this, this was what made me actually want to buy this game, because this looked really cool and really weird at the same time. Okay, please stop moving. Gotts Hydro Road. The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads, 24 hours. It only has one window, behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Try the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Wait a minute to adjust to the darkness. Conway stands in the doorway waiting for... okay. Give me a chance to read it. A bit of errant light from the nearby highway creeps through the open door, and gradually Conway is able to make out a few figures inside. Two old men in a truck in trucker hats sit in a corner booth with a checkers board set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut, and the room is dark again. Sit down at the counter. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, then carefully finds his way to a stool. He places his hands on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate. There was a baseball game, apparently. Okay. I haven't had waffles in a long time, so sure. Waffles are a safe bet, even at some darkened hole in the wall. Conway squints hopelessly at the menu, searching in the dark for some legible text. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. Okay. Yeah, this game's pretty weird. Old Bowling Green Road. Never forget the Bowling Green Massacre. Barren River Wreck. The exterior of the Barren River Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation is a dingy beige, sprinkled with fading graffiti. The front door hangs open from a broken hinge. The windows are dark. Look in the window. The windows are too dirty to see anything inside but a few dim shapes. Furniture, maybe, or livestock. Enter the front door. The room feels empty with no furniture other than the built-in front desk, host to a disconnected telephone and a few empty beer cans. Meandering lines of color have been spray painted along the walls. Behind the desk, hallway leads into darkness. You know, probably shouldn't be doing this at night, but whatever. Pick up the telephone. There's no dial tone. The phone is disconnected. Listen closer. With the phone pressed close to his ear, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar, like the ocean or the highway. Into the hallway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quietly disappears into darkness. Something's glowing in the distance, barely. Try an office door, too. One of the office doors is still locked. Another has been broken open, the door handle bent awkwardly inwards and embedded in the wood, but it's jammed against a filing cabinet. On closer inspection through the crack in the door, the whole room is filled with filing cabinets and other disused furniture. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance, barely. Oh God, please don't kill me. Walk to the dark end of the hall. The door at the far end of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds in from its edges. Open the door. The handle is loose, and the door swings open easily. The hallway fills with warmth, light, and the smells of smoking coffee. About a dozen men and women sit around a campfire in the middle of a large room. Cubicle walls have been cut into pieces, some leaning up against the walls, and some arranged into stacks of firewood. One of the women waves to Conway and offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels, but it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire and pours coffee into a styrofoam cup. Conaway accepts it, and they all return to watching the fire. Yeah, that's not strange at all. Scottsville Road. Notes and stuff. I don't think I ever traveled around the last time I played this. Veteran Outer Loop. New Bowling Green Road. That's back to Eckies. Rick. Conway shakes his head. What a mess, huh? You think anyone was hurt? Well, I'm glad we weren't caught in it at least. Jesus. Conaway's ready to leave. No, I'm not gonna get distracted. Can you go all the way down here? Okay, no, you can't. Let's see. Up in here. Nothing around here. Glasgow Road. Mount Olive Road. Yeah, I guess you can't go up in there. Buffalo Creek Wreck. Did I go here? I know I went to a wreck. The office of the Buffalo Creek Rural Electric Cooperative Corporation is almost invisible from the road. Its parking lot overgrown with weeds and its facade sheltered by ivy. Look in the window. A sinewy shadow obstructs the view through the window. Into the front door. The floor is loosely covered in dirt. Parts of the carpet have rotted with exposure to rain. Wild mushrooms grow in some corners of the room. The wall behind the front desk has been mostly rotted away. It looks fragile. Push through the back wall. Conway finds himself in what may once have been a conference room. The floor has fallen away in pieces and filled with a dark green mire. The walls of the conference room are decayed and damaged. Push through another wall. The drywall dissolves as Conway pushes through it, falling in damp clumps in the marsh. He breaks through into a long hallway. Jesus. The glow of a bioluminescent fungus casts a faint blush on the walls. Conaway has the feeling he has interrupted something. Oh God. After a moment of silence, the frog chorus resumes. Okay, this isn't weird at all. Then again, that wouldn't surprise me if places like this actually were around. The South gets weird once you turn around and take some back roads. Spoken from somebody who has lived in the South their entire life. And there are plenty of places I would not want to be at night in the South, so. There's even one place my grandma likes to go to. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like something Junction. But she likes to go there and she likes to get like hoop cheese and stuff like that because they actually sell it. And I tell her all the time, I'm like, look, we're going to go early in the morning because I'm not finna be down there in that part of town. Well, in that part of the state that late at night because there's no lights. And that's a long, dark ass road. So you probably have to drive about 30 or 45 minutes in pitch black dark. So, and if you break down, oh boy, that's on you. I don't even think it has cell phone service. Can't go any further up there. And as I was running my mouth, I saw someplace. Yeah, right there. Come on, you can do it. No, not the burning tree. Dragonflies. The truck jerks towards the shoulder, nearly run off the road by a swarm of dragonflies. Their wings beat briefly in the headlights and disappear into the night. Okay. Burning tree. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Nobody's gonna mention anything about that. Like, it's just a burning tree. Dixie Highway. Definitely can find that in South. Charlie Moran Highway. Jackson Highway. I wonder if some of these highways are actually in Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky. I've been through Kentucky, but guitar player. A young man in gray stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He's playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right, a weathered dog. Pet the dog. Always pet the dog. The dog closes his eyes and pretends to be asleep. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Put $1 in the cup. Conway pulls a wrinkled bill from his back pocket and puts it in the young man's cup. The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. Jesus. Yep, nice going there. That's why you're supposed to have it like in a bag or something. The old ballin' bag. Also, I keep hearing strange noises. I'm going to assume that that's just the game, because I can't really hear that well because the volume is turned down. So, oh god. A singing chorus echoes from within the church. The building is 1 story tall with a pitched roof and a 3-story spire rising from the front. The top section of the spire is made of stained glass. An interior light illuminates the pines in red, green, and blue. A large LED display glows in the parking lot. Light of the Last Great Awakening Baptist Church. Definitely sounds like a church in the South. Actually, I don't know about that. Light of the Last Great Awakening. Possibly. I mean, yeah, it could be in the South. Listen. The muffled chorus drones at a steady volume, repeating the same 2 verses without rest. Into the church. How much do you want to bet there's nobody in the church? Into the church. The front doors of the church are modest and worn. They're locked. Walk around to the rear of the building. A ramp leads up from a few dusty metal trash cans to the church's back door. Look in the trash cans because we're just being weird like that. One is a bit of something leafy and rotten stuck to the bottom of it. Another is full of unlabeled videotapes. To the church's back door. He finds himself in a kitchen lit by a buzzing fluorescent ceiling fixture. On the counter are a plate of moldy bread and an empty Dixie cup flecked red around its waxy rim. A set of swinging plastic doors on the far wall lead out of the kitchen. Walk through the plastic doors. Vacant pews sprawls unevenly into the church. A small raised stage lies to Conway's right, bare except for a tape recorder. The tape recorder's power cord runs to an outlet near Conway's feet. Unplug the tape recorder. The singing stops. The lights fail. Yep. This game was always creepy. I do remember that. I don't remember visiting these places, though. I think I felt like I was on a timer or something, but I don't think it's necessarily scary. It's just there are parts of this game that will give me a chill down my spine. I do know that much. States Road. Ionia Road. Anita Road. Airplane. Okay. Two shirtless, shoeless men push a light aircraft along the highway. Occasionally, one or the other slips a bit on the sweating asphalt or stops to pull back his hair. The rubber is almost worn away. Soon, these men will be dragging this plane. The men are nearly broken. And I can't move at all. I think I remember the last time I played this. This almost made me stop playing the game because this creeped me out. I didn't stick around to watch them actually go off screen, but I will this time. Blue, I would be so much more comfortable if you were out here. Okay. Nothing happens. Great. Just more creepiness. Conaway heads back into the night. I think I'm actually sweating. I remember there being something else around here, though. I did visit a couple places the last time I played, but I don't think I thoroughly explored everything. Cub Run Highway. I will say these roads are fairly normal name. I went to Mississippi about a week ago. And some of those roads, I mean, some of the places' names, like, Jesus. Like, y'all didn't even try. Nothing against Mississippi, by the way. I guess that's everything. Happy Valley Road. I'm fairly sure I've heard of several Happy Valley roads. Yeah, I guess that's everything. I could have sworn there was something else. Like a museum or something. Yeah, Nicky's Oil's up there. Travel down there. Yeah, I guess that's everything. So we'll go to the Marquez residence. Act 1, Scene 2. Marquez Farmhouse. A moving truck rumbles. Ah, okay. Yeah. We've discussed this. Pretty dark out here, huh? If I can borrow you a treat up there. Wait. You just gonna stay here? Please come with me. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Blue is like, look, I ain't got time for this. You just go on ahead. I'll be up there eventually. Oh, great. Graveyard. A family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. Just gonna assume those are last names. Weaver. I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? What? Sure, it's a nice house. I'd like how we just don't question anything. I know. I like the large beams that run across the ceilings. I like to sit in the house and think of the hills and bluffs surrounding us, like a cradle. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed, and we built this one. It was very expensive, and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult, or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? It's better than being in a ditch. Jesus. I drive deliveries for a small antique shop. I believe it's hard times for a small antique shop. It's hard times everywhere. Even out here on our little farm. My parents stopped paying the bank a while back. I shouldn't even be here, but I just stayed. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally. Joseph says you're too smart to watch TV. That was a nice thing to say, but he was wrong. I'm not as smart as I used to be. Well, actually, I suppose I am as smart as I used to be, but never any smarter. I don't learn anything new anymore. I write some figures, but nothing radical. I bet he sent that old TV along with you, didn't he? Of course he did. That was clever of him. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The zero. I know. Why is that different? It's different from the rest of the words. And why do you need me to help set up a TV? I mean, you literally just plug those things in. That's not how it's supposed to look. You've made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? What? Ma thought she heard ghosts in the static. I know about that. She was ill, wasn't she? Mentally, I mean. Kind of distant, fearful. Fearful? Yeah, that's a way to put it. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised. Are you? Are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there. What do you keep out in that barn? Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now I think it's mostly spiders. Oh fuck, I don't like spiders. The TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. Your cousin? That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. Jesus, I know what a cousin is. Come on. She has a workshop up north a ways, by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with a zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV, but I'll get you headed the right way. So it's pretty easy. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the zero is basically inevitable. Artificial limb factory. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. Weaver's gone. Weaver's gonna be gone. Yep. And the car is gone. I was trying to check out the stove. So, was that Weaver? Weaver's last name is Marquez, right? There's some horses out there behind the house. None of the horses you might say we ever had. I miss them sometimes. The horses. Are we not going to talk about the band? There's no one that can go there with you. You have to go there by yourself. I'm beginning to think I'm dead. Factory. A creek runs alongside the highway and then turns toward a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Footlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partly obscured by the trees, reads, American Artificial Limb Factory. American Artificial Limb Factory? Okay. That's it. Yeah. So, okay. No. Okay. So are there new places? Oh, okay, so that's where I have to go. Okay. More dragonflies. The dragonflies vary their pace as the truck approaches. They scatter. After a minute or two, Conway can hear a swelling whine to the southeast. House. The truck pulls up to a house with an intensely bright porch. Like a cloud of dragonflies swells around the light, darting, hovering, turning at the right angles. There are no lights on in the house. A stencil on the mailbox reads 2880 Beaker Boulevard, and below, written in the marker, no solicitors. I work for long hours and retire early. Okay. Surprised it just didn't have a no trespassing, we'll shoot on sight. Also very common in the South. Anything else around here? Yeah, I guess that's everything. Bacon Creek Road. I feel like I could easily find that road where I live. Onramp. Elkhorn Valley. That doesn't look like an on-ramp. That just looks like a entrance to a mine or something. Jesus. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Hey, you got something on your hat. Did you pick that up on the road? Don't you ever get tired of nosing around strange places? I say that as I just drove around this very, very strange place. Oh boy. This does not look okay. Nani. Shannon speaks into a large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Yeah, it kind of is an emergency. Inaudible. I guess he can't kick me out for another week or two. Yes, I appreciate that, but... Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. That's a person. Oh, that's me. I mean, that's Conway. Whatever. Stranger. Oh, I'm playing as Shannon. What? Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on and I'm looking for the Onramp to... Do you believe in ghosts? Yeah, let's just ask a random person that in the middle of the night in a creepy ass cave. Yeah, let's go with that. Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? Sure, I guess a person could. Sometimes I feel haunted myself. What haunts you? Bad decisions, I guess. Wasted youth. Well, look. Oh boy. Wasted youth. That kind of hurts. That kind of hurts, Conway. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lyset Antiques, and I'm out trying to finish this job. You're making a delivery to the mine? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady named Weaver Marquez, and she sent me to this way. And so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an off-ramp. On-ramp. But that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her. Tonight. I know Weaver. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Was. So she was dead. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna accept that. Oh, you're the one who fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that, too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through... Okay, please stop moving. Through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door. Just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So, what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or, anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. There's no place for a dog. Oh, but it's perfectly fine for 2 humans. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, Find your on-ramp and whatever else. We've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Sure. Topology. Okay. Topology. That's the science of continuous space, my friend. The way this twisty maze of passages fits together. Am I... Oh, okay, so I'm Conway again. Sorry, Blue. Why are you following me, Blue? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this right here and see how everything worked out, and as far as recording goes, and guess I'll go through the mine in the next one. So, thank you for watching. See you.